Hello everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. Remember when I said that I was gonna try and play a little bit and then return? Well, I lied. I did not check in to see what the weather was gonna be like with Taro yesterday after our festival, and it turns out that there is a blizzard outside. Now, this is the first bad weather that we have had this entire game, which is so unbelievably lucky that we didn't have any storms in any of the other seasons to wipe out our crops. But I do find you get a lot more blizzards in the wintertime. So if you are experiencing either a blizzard or a storm in spring, fall, or summer, what is going to happen is you're going to just basically waste an entire day. If you try to go outside, it won't let you. So speaking to Tara about the weather is really, really important in these cases because if you leave your animals outside, you will not be able to go outside and sort of rescue them and bring them inside before they either get sick or they become very, very stressed out. And your animals are going to sort of be stressed out anyways because you cannot even go outside to feed them, which is really, really unfortunate. If a blizzard or a storm falls on somebody's birthday, then you're not able to give them a birthday gift, which really sucks, and it's just an entirely wasted day. So we're gonna go to bed, and I will show you what happens the day after a blizzard or a storm. Basically, what's going to happen is you're just going to get a whole lot of debris. So you can see here that there's a large boulder on the farm that wasn't here before. A lot more stumps are going to appear as well. And these rocks and these stumps and these boulders falling onto your farm can destroy your crops if you're in another season. The good news is that you can actually reload, and the placement of these boulders will sometimes change. So I don't like this boulder here, for example. So if I reload, I should be able to get a different sort of randomization of the stuff that's been littered on my farm. So let's try that and see. So you can see now that that large boulder that I didn't like is no longer in this spot. It's kind of just moved over here. It's just been randomly placed in a different spot. So if you are growing crops in a crop-bearing season, you can sort of reload your save and do a little bit of manipulating if you have major, major, major crop destruction. Because I have had that happen where I've had a large boulder just drop right in the center of my crops. And I've said, well, screw this, and I've reloaded, and yes, I may still have a little bit of damage, but it's been severely improved by reloading. I don't find that my animals get sick by leaving them like one day. So don't panic, they will survive one day without food. But I would be more concerned if you've accidentally left your animals outside in a blizzard or a storm. They will become very stressed out and they will possibly become sick, as I've mentioned. I have never, ever, ever in my whole history of playing this game ever had a blizzard or a storm 2 days in a row. So you don't have to worry about that. Don't freak out. You're not going to have a week worth of blizzards where everything is ruined. That's just not going to happen. So, you know what? I'm going to let the animals outside because it's actually a sunny day. This is the first sunny day that I have had in probably 4 days now. And in the warmer seasons, I should mention too that on top of stumps and rocks and boulders and such, there's also going to be a lot of weeds that are going to take over your farm. And this will extend to the town also, so it's not gonna just be your farm that has a lot of stuff, it's gonna be the town as well. So you will see a huge influx of debris in the town, which can be a good or a bad thing. When you speak to villagers, they will also all have very unique dialogue that only happens after a storm or a blizzard. Which is really cool. I like that they added that in. It's kind of like they're all sort of in tune with where you are. I think that's kind of one of those weird things in games sometimes, how you talk to like an NPC and they always say the exact same thing, and it feels a little strange, I guess is a good word for it, but it's kind of neat when the programmers and such have actually put in unique dialogue for certain events, because then you kind of feel, I guess, more attached to the villagers, because you're like, oh man, you saw that crazy storm just like I did. It wasn't just me cooped up inside, we were all stuck inside. So you can see here massive amounts of material from what we would normally see on a normal day. Oh, and hey, Lana's Green Heart event, oh. Wonderful. Hey, what's up, girl? She's singing. Oh, hi! Sorry, was I too loud? I was just working on my singing. I'm trying to get even better. Good for you. Oh, I know. Why don't you sing with me? Don't worry. This song is simple and I'm sure you'll know it. I rarely get to sing with anyone, so would you join me, please? Well, as much as I actually am embarrassed, let's entertain her. Let's do it. Let's get started. That was fun. I loved singing with you. I hope you'll sing with me again sometime. Most likely not. But hey, this was actually a really good day to just kind of walk into a heart event, because this was sort of an unexpected video for me. I definitely, like I said, was not planning on making a video for a couple of days. But I haven't had the chance to cover storms yet. So I still got lots of mining items in my bag for Sabrina. So I guess what I'll do today is just spend the time picking this stuff up. Or what I could do, because there's so much of it, is I could just pick one tool to roll with. So I'm just going to go for the branches, for example. I'm going to ignore the rocks, I'm going to ignore taking out my hammer, and I'll just focus on branches. Because now there's an abundance of material to go around. In some seasons it's a bummer because it ruins your crops and it'll kind of overthrow the more useful foraged items. Like, you're gonna see a lot of weeds and a lot of rocks and such over flowers that you might potentially be wanting to get, or chestnuts or blueberries or whatever the case may be, which kind of stinks. So winter is kind of the best season for this to happen in. I feel like it's the least sort of disruptive because there's just less to sort of destroy, if that makes any sense. The only thing I would say that you have to be wary of in the wintertime are your trees. And again, trees are a game concept that we really haven't gotten into yet. But if you have trees, you want to make sure that you check on them and make sure that they haven't been destroyed and wiped out by the storm. And I will be, of course, going over a good way to protect your trees when we actually sort of get that mechanic introduced to us. And I haven't talked to Lily today yet. Ooh, we got a couple of white herbs too, which is nice. 2 of them. I'm gonna check the mines really quick to see if either Isaac or Slater are in here. They are not. See, I just have a really hard time finding them. It's like their schedules are very, very random. I should definitely go check on my pig because it'll be hungry. And I think Witch Princess is probably the most interesting character to talk to after you have a blizzard or a storm. So let's speak to her and see what she has to say. Yesterday's blizzard, yep, that was me, but I should have done more. So apparently she's the one that causes a blizzard or a storm, and she just whips them up when she's bored and wants to create a little bit of mayhem. Which is kind of interesting, I guess. Well, that's kind of what the Witch Princess is known for. She's kind of the harvest goddess's arch nemesis, and she likes to cause all sorts of mischief and trouble. So I wouldn't put it past her to create a catastrophe. So my last stop on the list today is gonna be Mushroom Island. I'll go check in on Shay. I'm surprised that his tent hasn't completely blown away. Oh, and Watt is even here today. Which is interesting that he comments about a blizzard that was happening yesterday, because I don't believe that he was here yesterday. And I want to put my pig out, but I forgot to actually ask Taro what the weather was going to be like. So I don't know if it's safe to put my pig out or if it's going to just snow again tomorrow. So I guess I'll just feed him for now. I'm so used to talking to Taro once and having him tell me the weather, but I guess he was so busy telling me about the blizzard that I forgot to talk to him again. And I did review the sunstone list yesterday, and you do get a sunstone for 100 mining items shipped. So that is what the sunstone he gave us was for. And I was not able to find anywhere online how many of these silly invisible mining points that you might need to be able to be allowed to go further on down in the mine. So I guess all I can really do is just keep shipping stuff and hope for the best. And it's gonna snow tomorrow, so it actually was a good idea for me to leave my pig inside. I guess I should go put my other animals inside. And I should do some fishing. Or, no, I'm not gonna fish. I'm gonna continue to break down some branches, because that was a good thing that I was doing. Put my fishing rod away so I can pick up my animals and put them back inside. Keep them safe from the snow. It isn't a bad idea for me to go down to the 25th floor of the mines anyways, because of the valuable ores I'm able to sort of collect along the way. So I guess I'll just kind of keep going mining and shipping what I can in hopes that it'll let me go a little bit further. And And if it gets late enough, I can go and visit Isaac and Slater at their homes and give them some gifts so that I can get one step closer to getting some more sunstones from them. I would raise an island, but we're far into this video by now, and I've already kind of covered so much that I don't want like an overwhelming amount of stuff kind of going on in the video. Something else that we can consider very soon is getting a barn built. I should actually put whatever lumber I have in my bag right now into my storage so I can see how much lumber I have and how much we have to work with. I have like 46 pieces, I think is what that says. So this puts us at 197 pieces. Now we need 200 for the barn, but I don't plan on paying the full price with the Harvest Sprite's help. So we should be able to do that at any point. It's kind of nice because now I'm reaching a point in the game where I have so much to do again. I've always kind of had things to do, but I know in fall, the last couple weeks of fall, I was kind of just passing time. I didn't really feel like I had a whole lot going on. I was just kind of waiting for the season to end, waiting for my crops to come in. I wasn't getting a head start on sunstones or anything like that. And now, even though winter's a very slow season, it's like, whoa, I've got all this money and I've got all these materials and I have all these plans, so that's very exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some food here to recover a little bit of my hunger. And then I'm gonna stop in at Isaac's, and then I'm gonna call it quits for the day. And then hopefully the game doesn't troll me, and it allows me to actually kind of continue on here and play, so that I will have other things to talk about instead of just random stuff. So there you have it. There's the bad weather stuff that I wanted to cover. It's pretty much all you need to know. And we may get unlucky next year and actually see some storms in the warmer months of the year, and then we can kind of see how that looks a little bit different with all of the weeds and potential crop destruction and stuff like that. But I hope we don't have to see that. So that's it for me. I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully I'll have something else to cover and to talk about with you guys soon. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.